Hey, what's going on, all you crypto crazies and crypto nuts? Anyways, let's get right on to it. Hey, I just want to say thanks to all my recently new subscribers. And if you're new here, you know, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. And let's talk about the market. Let's talk about, um, first things first, what happened over the weekend with the crash. Um, you know, all those liquidations that happened from we had what Bitcoin went all the way from 125, 125K, all the way down to like 105. Then it bounced. Bounced off that resistance. You know, well, yeah, bounced off a new level of support from 105, and then it bounced all the way back up to what 115, yeah, 115K. But anyways, I was watching other crypto YouTubers. How one that I follow, I ain't gonna say his name. He admitted he got liquidated. One of his accounts, he said he had like about 8,000 and went from 8,000 to like 800 or something like that. But anyways, this is showing that the market was definitely over leveraged. All these liquidations going on, and a lot of these other crypto YouTubers are constantly promoting these whatever BTCC or leverage trading, platforms, whatever. And I'm gonna tell you, they don't give a damn about you. All they care about is their sponsorships and getting their kickback for getting their followers to sign up for these liquidations, knowing they're gonna lose money. But it is what it is. People get wiped out, then and that's it. I'm just saying, a lot of these, short-term traders, these short-term liquidation traders, they'll probably make a little bit of money maybe at the beginning, but overall, long term, you're going to get wiped out. Sometimes it's just hard to predict the cryptocurrency market. Very unpredictable market. I'll just say, looking at a short-term trade, even on an altcoin, especially when it comes to an altcoin, you're looking at if you have like a short-term outlook, it's really hard to say, But if you're holding your crypto long-term, you're just buying the dips, spot trading, you're just holding. I've been holding, buying the dips for the last like year, and I can honestly tell you guys, my portfolio is looking a lot better than it did, 6 months from a year from now. All you got to do is, be have conviction on the coins that you're holding. But one of them, is XPR Network. It is XPR Network is looking good. Uh, it's at a half a cent right now at 2 zeros 49. The fact that you can get it at that price is a gift. 138 million market cap for XPR Network. To tokenomics is great. Just 30 billion coins in a max supply, and about 28 billion is their circulation. Good tokenomics. It's going to be a world supercomputer. They're doing everything on chain with on chain identity. They're doing the staking, loaning. You can loan out Solana, XRP, Cardano. Um, make a little bit of money. That's what they're doing. Everything on chain. But anyways, looking at the market right now, currently Bitcoin is at about 112,000, and we got Ethereum currently at 4,138. But anyways, um, I believe our next major pump is going to be coming. You know, uh, Bitcoin already hit 106K, right? So that's a new all-time high. I remember people saying Bitcoin is not going anywhere, but yeah, the fact that it's at 100 and you know about 112K right now after crashing back down to 105, but I can kind of predict maybe in the short term we could see 130 to 135K Bitcoin over the next like maybe several weeks or so. But like I said, you never know when this market is going to pump, and you definitely never know when this market is going to dump. So leverage traders they're definitely getting erased. Leverage. I just feel bad. New people coming to crypto thinking they're going to strike it rich overnight with doing leverage. You could do a 5x leverage, a 10x leverage. You can do a leverage trade betting that a certain coin is going to go down. If it goes in the other direction, you're on the other side of the market. It goes the opposite direction. You will get wiped clean very fast. But like I said, of course, these other crypto content creators, they're not going to tell you guys that. But anyways, that's how it goes. With that, um, so like I was looking at a lot of these low cap utility alts like on Coinbase. Coinbase have a lot of new low cap utilities. I'm just looking at them. They're looking, pretty good. But anyways, I'm going to be covering another low cap gem over there on Patreon within the next couple of days or so. You definitely got to get over there. The market cap is still very low. It's a RWA. If you haven't came to the Patreon yet, man, we got it going on over there. We talk about crypto news. We just stay up to date and everything what's going on, in the cryptocurrency market. But anyways, I'll say between over the next few months, what is this, October 15th now, between now and like December, going towards the end of the year, a lot is going to happen in crypto. A lot of us is going to be making these big, life-changing gains. Like I said, I'm not here to tell you what crypto to buy, hold, or sell. Do your own research. This is, entertainment purposes only, and I'm not your financial advisor. But definitely do your research on whatever crypto you're in, whether you're a meme coin or utility. And I just want to say, definitely keep a diversified portfolio. Never keep all your money in one crypto. That is a good way to get wrecked. At least you want to, none of this is financial advice or whatever, but I highly recommend, man, if you're holding at least, 3 different cryptos. Me, myself, I'm holding about 4. But anyways, a lot of the coins I've been mentioning and covering on my channel, I've been covering for the last year. We talked about Jerry the Turtle, Manu, XCN, Zen Crypto. These coins, man, these are going to make some life-changing gains, for me in the next several months. My portfolio is looking okay. It's looking okay right now. Like I said, I'm in a better place than I was, definitely in a better place than I was like 6 months ago. And it's only going to be a matter of time before, we see coins like XPR Network explode. They already got the ISO compliance and everything. They're picked by the government, Fed now compliant. Their compliance with the banks. People just don't know what's coming with XPR Network and Loan Protocol and also the Metal blockchain. But anyways, man, that is what's going on. Just trying to see anything else I didn't leave out. Let's see what the fear and greed is right now. Alrighty, we got the fear and greed at let me see, 37 fear and greed right now, 37, and the whole cryptocurrency market right now is just under a 4 trillion market cap as of right now. Yep, under 4 trillion. So yeah, man, I'm really excited. What's going on. And by the way, the crash last Friday, that, nobody expected that. Obviously, it was market manipulation. There was some short trader that made millions. He knew that Trump was going to say something negative about the tariffs. None of us saw that coming. I was like, wow, like why? Because when the market crashed last Friday, I'm like, why is the market crashing so hard? What type of news came out? What's going on? Until I finally found out what happened. But anyways, but ironically, Friday's crash came in perfect for me because, that was the same day I got paid, my payday. And I was able to, luckily me, I was able to buy that dip. And I'm glad I did. So when we get our next major pump, my portfolio is going to be looking juicy, really nice. So even though I wasn't expecting that crash, I took advantage of it. It happened exactly the same day I got paid. I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me. So shouts out to everybody who was able to buy that dip. But like I said, everybody don't have the extra cash to buy more, so you just gotta sit back and wait for the market to come back up. But if you was able to buy that dip last Friday, Saturday, that's definitely a win-win. If you was able to pick, for me it was a blessing. It was a blessing for me, but maybe can't say for everybody else. People who thought that last Friday's crash was the beginning of the bear market, you guys are definitely going to find out the hard way that it wasn't. Like I said, I called it was a bear trap. When I looked at it, I was like, yeah, this is definitely a bear trap. Somebody definitely pushed this market down, and it bounced. And Bitcoin went all the way down to 105, then it bounced off that new level of support back to 115. Now it looked like Bitcoin, now we're at 113 right now, 113, 122 as I make this video. But anyways, guys, hey man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, get on over there to Patreon and sign up. Only $15, man. Only $15 sign up for the Patreon, man. Hey, everybody, it's only a few of us there, but the price of the Patreon is going up soon. I think we're going to be going up to about $20. But everybody who's already signed up, they're already grandfathered in. But like I said, don't miss out. I'm covering these low cap gems nobody else is covering, and I got more to come. Get full access to those videos, and we got our 24/7 chat group. You can DM me over there as well. Definitely take advantage of it because the price is going up. I feel that honestly, I was giving it away too cheap anyway. So yeah, everybody who's already in there, hey, you guys are grandfathered in. Hey, all I gotta say over on Patreon, we're a like-minded community. We're over there making money. Definitely over there making money. But yeah, man, that's what's going on. But yeah, we're gonna stay locked and loaded. This is how we do here at Crypto Nation. Like I said, by 2026, we can give our 9 to 5 dog. We're gonna be the ones giving them the pink slip, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I'm getting out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna probably do a live stream, probably early in the morning. Well, technically it's early in the morning now. It's 1:24. But I think I'm gonna try to do a live stream about between 5 to 6 a.m. Pacific West Coast time. I'll do a live stream. So yeah, did a live stream yesterday in the afternoon, but it didn't go too well. It wasn't a good turnout. I seen a few of my regulars, but overall I didn't like that live stream. So I'm gonna go live early in the morning. See how that goes. But anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. Let's get ready. Let's stay locked and loaded, and let's ignore all the nonsense. Like I said, one thing about crypto, people always like to throw distractions and stuff like that, try to throw people off their game. We know we're at the beginning. We're at the beginning stage of alt season. We know it's here. I've seen cryptos pump over 1,000% in 1 week. How we're not in alt season. I've seen some cryptos pump 1,500 in 1,500% and more in 1 week. But yet we're not in alt season. We're not we're not in the bull cycle. The people who keep saying that is because obviously they're holding coins that's not moving. They're not in the right cryptos. But just got to know how to read between the lines. But we're definitely in the beginning stage of alt season. It's just all about the coins that you're in. Not every coin is going to go parabolic. That's why it's very important to have a diversified portfolio. Because let's say you're holding 5 coins, and let's say 2 of those coins do like a 50x out of the five you're holding. Hey, that's a win right there. That's definitely a win. You know what I mean? Even if you have one coin that does a 100x and your other 3 or 4 coins do absolutely nothing, but that one coin does a 100x, hey, you're good, man. There's no need to complain. You'll probably be in some life-changing money. That's how it goes. Definitely a numbers game as well. But anyways, let's stay locked and loaded, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.